This is about this purge valve is sending all these codes po455, po456, po440, po403 to test it, to see if it's working with the plug off. I'll do the test on the video, I guess. You push this in, you push the very back of it here down, you pull off. And then this bottom plug here, you pull this bottom hose off. I meant. One second, I gotta set the camera now. So kind of wiggle it back and forth, and otherwise I can hold the camera and do this at the same time, but I just can't. Just kind of wiggle the whole thing and pull away from this bottom hose. Wrong hose. Okay, well, I had the whole thing out. I might as well just show you this. Had this whole part out. Sprayed WD-40 into both of these. Let it soak. Dumped it out. Try to shake it out like that, and then I hit this whole thing against my hand. Just tap the try to set the phone up to show you somehow. Well, I just tap this whole thing like that against my hand. Hit it like that against my hand, and then I flipped it over, hit this side against my hand, and then I put it back in. For this test, you always want the top hose, or the hose that goes to the engine. See, it goes from here over to the intake. That's the one you always want in the boot. The other one you want unplugged to do the test on it. So I'll plug the top one back in. Alright, top one plugged back in. Sorry, I just can't film and do this at the same time. And you want the first test, just see if it's stuck open. You want to start your engine up. So start my engine. Now, if you start with the first test, all you have to do is put your finger over this, feel it sucking at all. It shouldn't be, it should be no vacuum. I don't feel anything right now. And then the next test, you want it to warm up, and you plug the plug back in. Just click and then push this tab in. You want it to warm up, and it should start sucking air once it's warmed up, but you could tell when it's cold it's not yet. But once it's warmed up, it should. Might take mine a couple of minutes. And then start up this morning. You could wet your finger too. If you just get your finger right over the hole though, on the rubber boot, you'll feel the air sucking in. Every brand, well, some of them might look the same with Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, but other brands, it's probably going to look a little different from this one. Maybe even the same brand if it's different years, different design. Mine's a 07 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland with a 5.7 Hemi. It might look different for the V6s and the diesel one. I don't know if they have these. Well, this is called the purge valve for the charcoal canister, and the other one's like a control purge valve, I think, that's on the charcoal canister. I was thinking it was bad, but turns out this one under the hood was stuck open, and I mean, it wasn't stuck open, it was stuck shut to where it wouldn't open up. It still hasn't warmed up enough for it to start pulling the air in. It might take a few minutes. If it's like the morning and it's cool out, it might take a few minutes. It should eventually start pulling air in there. Mine's still not warmed up enough yet. Pull it sucking any air in yet. I'll try to rev it a little to get it to warm up. It's still fairly cool. Yeah, it said the check engine light back off current. I did have it off, but I'll just reset the code. You know, I really go past 1500 when it's idle. My dad was telling me not to even rev it at all when it's sitting at idle. I'm just trying to warm it up till this valve opens up. I might have to reset the code to get it to function again. 1 minute.